What's up, guys? My name is Nico Orrego. I'm 35 years old, and I'm one of the owners of BJJ Camp XP. As you can see, we're down here in the beautiful Calima, Colombia. It's about an hour and a half from the city of Cali. We're in our number 7th camp, and we just want to tell you a little bit about our vision. Um, I started training Jiu-Jitsu about 8 years ago. I've always been involved in sports. I grew up playing soccer like most Colombian kids do. But my parents moved to the States when I was really young, and I continued playing there. And then one day, a friend introduced me to Jiu-Jitsu, and that was it. I got bit by the bug and been training almost every day ever since. I always had a sense for giving back to that community, to giving back to where I'm from. Um, and I wanted to do something special. There was a time, in my life where I was kind of looking not to just have a job or have something just to do, but I want to do something meaningful. So I was traveling a little bit around Colombia, and I was hanging out in the mountain with a friend that's a mountaineer. And I just spent some time there praying and hanging out. And, I kind of just asked God if, what the next move is. And I wanted something that I wouldn't run out of fuel to do, So the idea of a camp that was mixed with extreme sports, with nature, and with giving back to the community that I'm from came up. So I wrote a business plan, and the plan was to execute it by myself and I, as fast as I could. But when I got back to the States, I found out a friend had a house here in Kalima. He did kite surfing, and we're good friends. And so I came down to visit with my son, and we said this is the perfect spot to start something where the cost wouldn't be too expensive because we didn't really have any capital to start with. So he agreed to work with us, and we launched the first campaign within like 3 months. And we only got like 3 registrations from the U.S. But we hit up Juan Miguel Iturralde to my professor Muchacho connected us, and Juan Miguel agreed to come out. And he was our first pro to show up and teach, and he pulled some of the best talent from Colombia. And it was still probably one of the hardest camps yet because there was a lot of hard rolling, and we were learning all the logistics too. And then after that, we just continued to push. We made sure that just through friends that have been in the media world, that have been also in the skateboarding world, that are filmers. They came down and helped with the filming and helped make amazing reels. And we were able to start kind of like a Instagram presence. And the next camp, we got a few more registrations. And so we wanted to, now that we proved that we can do a camp, now we wanted to do something to give back to the community. So here in Calima, there's a town about 10 kilometers away, by the name of Darien. And they have a really tight knit community, but the jiu-jitsu community was very small. And in the beginning, we went and we hung out with them, and we just wanted to show them that we weren't there to take anything from them. So what we did is to give back to the community. We allow anybody from Kalima, from Darien, to train for free. We invite kite surfers or local instructors to train for free because these are not people that are wealthy. These are people that live in the local town. So, um, so the jiu-jitsu started growing, and now the kids program that Robert handles here in Kalima Combat has grown. We have a day where we invite all the kids, and the kids get to meet the pros. This time they're gonna get to roll with Alex Eklund and Muchacho and teach. Get and learn from them. Last time they got to learn from Gilia Gregor and Anderson Muniz. And some of the best pros in the world have been here. Gacho, who's Roberto Jimenez's dad. He's an amazing, amazing friend, and he's come down a few times to help out. We have had Alex Muniz. We have had, like mentioned, uh, um, David Vieira and Juan Miguel Iturralde as well. Um, our vision is to, as a grassroots effort, because we're not affiliated to any big school. Our mission is to make sure that we continue giving back to the community here, that jiu-jitsu grows here, that potentially we help. We started what we call the XP athlete program, where we help athletes from here go to some of the bigger tournaments and hopefully place in the top rankings so that they can grow in their careers. Our mission for the people that are visiting us from the U.S. is to disconnect and get to learn from people that are a different culture, that live in a different country, and to cross pollinate, and that makes for a beautiful synergy. And it has been really cool because we get a lot of repeat participants because they now feel like they have family and friends here in Kalima. They want to come and help out. They want to see their friends that they saw from last camp. So it's been really wonderful seeing that. And then the other part is that we love jujitsu, man. Jujitsu, we train 2 times a day. We eat jujitsu up, and we want to make sure that we are getting the best jujitsu here within our budget, of course, but that we can give back to the community the best jiu-jitsu, give the best jiu-jitsu to our participants, and as well, I expose them to kite surfing. Kite surfing here in the lake is incredible. It's an amazing sport. It's something that you can literally just you're out there on your own, and the wind and the kite, and that's all. You have no other connection, and it makes for a wonderful energy. Guys right now are going to paddleboard on the paddleboard experience, and I mean you're paddleboarding in between the Andes Mountains. It's pretty epic. Then we also take them on Jeep wheelies, and they're like 70, 80-year-old Jeeps that they can climb on top, and we take them down to the waterfalls, or we take them horseback riding. We take them to do experiences that only happen here in Colombia, like playing tejo. And we always try to mix things up. The future is that we want to eventually help out other communities and look to affiliate in other spots. Not affiliate, but like just start camps in other spots that we can do the same thing in. But our biggest thing is like wherever we go, impacting that community, making sure that everybody that comes goes back with a smile on their face and says, "This is the best, best, best camp I ever went to." Um, when we get things wrong, yeah, maybe sometimes we don't have hot water all the time. Maybe you know, lunch runs late like 20, 30 minutes. But besides that, we have an epic team that we wouldn't be able to do this with. We have an awesome media team. We have an awesome like staff in the kitchen. We have an awesome like coordinator for the houses. So we have it pretty dialed. This is a summer camp, and I couldn't be happier. And I'm just very thankful that we're doing this. Very thankful to be here, and I want this vision to be. So we named the camp BJJ Camp XP, extending for experience, and we spelled experience without the E because X represents the unknown and the extreme. What does that mean? Is that sometimes you have to go to the unknown to find yourself. Sometimes you have to uh, experience a little bit of the extreme to grow as a person. So that's what we stand for, and we want to take XP um, to wherever, however high it can go. But mostly, we want to build a community that can get behind us with our brand, with our camp, and that experiences that we're putting together.